Okay, so now what Quentin is going to demonstrate and talk about is we are now going to need to start using water from the storage tank or tanks, depending on which one we're using, because it's summer and the well is low. So,
all right, so our well is low. The first thing you'll want to do, again, we're going to use this setup here that we have for filling the tanks to get our pump to work. So we open up our valve here. Our pump is now working. To switch over, we now want to close this valve and open this valve. You are now running on tank water.
right.
At this point, you'll want to switch your filters. Or shortly thereafter, after you've ran the tank like for a day or two, switch the filters because there's usually a buildup in the bottom that just gums up your filters. Fortunately, these filters here aren't too bad. I think they're $20 for the pair. Like, all in all, it's not bad.
Okay.
And then now we're back, just switching it back so we're on the well. This system, how I just had it when we're switching over to the tank, that's also how I've been using to mix chlorine to sanitize the backwater, so we don't promote like Legionnaires' disease or any other multiple waterborne illnesses that can happen.
Right.
Again, it's unlikely.
So you're doing that by putting some bleach into the tank itself.
Chlorine. I won't say bleach because bleach has so many different options these
Yeah.
days, but yes, some chlorine based upon the how much needs to be sanitized.
Right.
For that, I have to actually look at the formula every time and go through it and then double check it.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's I think the last one was like 500 milliliters of chlorine or something.
Yeah.
But I usually do enough for both tanks. That's why, like, before we switch over from the well to the tanks, I'll mix the chlorine in both tanks.
So you put it directly into each tank,
I'll
or
put it into that tank.
to the back tank?
And then, because they're both connected, what I'll do is I'll then, every couple of days, I'll run, or actually about 5 minutes a day, I'll just do this. I'll just run the water through the open loop system,
Okay.
with this being open and coming through and not connected to the well. That way it just constantly mixes. And that way you're also preventing any algae buildup because you have moving water. You're not getting stagnant water,
Okay.
which is the biggest concern in using holding tanks is stagnated water.
So how do you get it so that it's running from both tanks to do this mix?
Just like we had it set up.
Okay, but you would have a hose connected to the
Yeah,
cedar tank,
Yeah,
this
that-
big long one.
That big long one, right to there,
Okay.
will essentially mix. What I've done generally in the past, or I guess last year is the first time I tried it. When this tank was full, I put in enough chlorine for both tanks,
Okay.
and then I started to switch and to fill up, and that seemed to work out pretty good.
Okay.
But again, you kind of have to do it by feel, which is a horrible way to phrase it. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I'm going to stop that.